Can you imagine being the new executive officer for the Navy's nuclear submarine? I mean, everything's going well for you. Your family's good. You're getting along with the guys on the submarine that you just got on. You're just now meeting them. That seems awesome, right? But then you take a step back and you realize the captain doesn't seem too fond of you. Hello, everyone. My name is Keniqua Kelly, and I would like to brief you on the movie Crimson Tide. The Crimson Tide is a movie based on a U.S. nuclear submarine that's named USS Alabama, hence the title Crimson Tide. Well, first I'd like to explain to you the core leadership styles displayed in the movie that I selected, and then I'll tell you exactly why I selected them. Then I'll go on to tell you about the leadership styles depicted in the movie that I would like to emulate myself versus the ones I would not like to emulate. And finally, I'll inform you on Kelly's followership description reflecting the movie. So let's go ahead and jump right in to the core leadership styles. The first one I chose was personal power because personal power, it basically utilizes the good guy powers, um, which are expert powers and referent powers. Expert powers is when you see those leadership positions where this person is knowledgeable, they're educated, and they know their stuff in their specific areas. And you could see that from the beginning when Captain Ramsey was going over Hunter's resume. You know, he's a Harvard graduate. He had great references. It seemed like everyone loved him. And, in return, you get referent powers, which stimulates positive behaviors, whereas the other powers stimulate not so great behaviors. And you can see that from Chief Cobb. Chief Cobb was Captain Ramsey's right hand man. And he ended up going on to Hunter's side. He didn't like him at first, but he saw through that friendship tie. He saw that Hunter had good ethics. He had great morals. And that was the type of guy that he would want to be around, that he would want to follow. And of course, Ramsey, I would say he displayed position powers. And those position powers are basically coercive powers and legitimate powers. Coercive powers would be withholding negative consequences for what a position power man would call rewards. You know, basically, if I scratch your back, you'll scratch mine. So, he would throw out threats and reprimands, and of course, that would take you into legitimate powers, which is perception of authority or status. And Hunter's friend Webb, he fell into that. He fell into it so hard that he pretty much betrayed his friend. He betrayed his own ethics because of that position and that status. He thought that following behind Ramsey would lead him to a higher place. But in reality, it would take him to some not so nice places. But let's go into the leadership styles depicted in the movie that I would want to emulate. I would want to definitely emulate personal powers because I want to be called a good guy at the end of the day. You know, I want to be known as that educated woman, and I don't want people looking at me as, that person that just has the power. I want them to know that I know my stuff and I'm going to do it for the right reasons. I have morals and I'm going to stick to them, you know? And finally, let's go into Kelly's followership description. Um, Chief Cobb. Chief Cobb was an effective follower. I'll say that because he most definitely started off with Ramsay, but he had his ethics, he had his morals, and he stuck to them. Of course, Ramsay, he didn't want that. It wasn't the right thing to do, but Chief Cobb, he stuck to it, which is why he ended up on Hunter's side, and they ended up living, because I don't think it would have been a good end for them. But that completes my briefing. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I look forward to your questions. Thank you.